This is the Agile Manifesto. Okay. And if you read it, every word of this particular, whatever written in your screen, whatever, and I took the snapshot. If you go to this website, you will find the exact snapshot. So I did not write it. I took the snapshot. And this Agile Manifesto is specifically written for the software development. You cannot the concept is common, but you should not be implementing these concepts in a car manufacturing or in a toy manufacturing industry. These concepts, whatever we are going to talk, they are particularly talking about the software development. Okay. What they are saying, we are uncovering better ways. So they are not saying that SDLC is bad. They are saying we are uncovering better ways, and uncovering is also an important work. They are not claiming this is the best. Whatever they are discovering, this is the best. This is a ongoing process. So the continuous improvement is fundamental in agile. Developing software by doing it and helping others to do it. So they are doing themselves and they are telling others how can do this. And what they are saying, individual interactions over process and tools. So when we talk about, if you remember, we talk about the industrial work, and let me go very quickly to that slide. Okay, what I can do basically, I can copy paste that slide for some so that you can have the reference. I need not to go every time. So, okay, if you remember this slide, we talk about here. Here, strict standard are there, and what is the standard? We know the process basically. The what is the important? Tools are important. Processes are important. Okay, even if you see the waterfall, the SDLC complete process is important. Review processes are important. What we are telling, processes are and tools are important, but what is further important, individual and interaction. And that's why we talk rather than sending an email, rather than documenting every defect and every review comment in a paper or something in detail, but better to talk about it, better to discuss and close it. Working software over comprehensive documentation. If you remember the sequential SDLC, we were saying that for a good period of time, we are detailed requirement. Even if you talk about the requirement, those who worked many years, they know that we used to create a business requirement document. On that, top of that, we create high level design document, low level design document, then architectural document, test cases, defects, reports, UAT reports, many documents we create, which are very comprehensive, very good. But what we are saying, no matter how good and comprehensive document you create, but working software, if you are not able to deliver a working software, all the hard work is not worth having. So working software is the important. The third thing is customer collaboration. Uh, so customer is king basically, rather than the contract. In previous, everything is about the contract. Contract is written that I need to work, I need to deliver this. Okay, and customer is saying that X, Y, Z. And if a service industry you deliver that, customer has to pay whether customer is happy or not, because you service industry or the development teams very hard negotiate the contract very hard, and for every small change, what is important, the change request is become a change request. Why change request? Because every change request is basically money for them, because they say if a change request is bringing more than X number of hour of work, then client has to pay. What we are saying, that's not that is important, because we cannot say that without contract we can work, but also it is important customer collaboration, so we can talk to customer, we can, and that's why the new contracts are not written based on the requirement, their capacity. Agile contracting is altogether a different way. What we say, we will provide you 12 10 member team, 12 member team, and then as per your requirement, week on week or iteration, sprint or sprint, we can change. And the responding to the fourth point is also very important. In traditional approach, there is a plan, and everybody is stick to that plan. While here, what we are saying, responding to change. Suppose I started a website and I said, okay, I will use the technology, X technology, and I realized midway, okay, I don't think this is the best technology. There is a new Chat GPT is coming, or parallax design is coming, or some new discovery is coming, or HTML5 is coming, responsive design. So better to respond to the market, respond to the customer thinking rather than following a plan and go to the change request. So these are the key. This is the manifesto, and so if even the last two lines are important, while there is a value in the items on the right, what are the items on the right? Process and tool, comprehensive document, contract negotiation, following a plan. So they are not saying there is no value, there is a value. But what you are saying, what they are saying, we believe, these 14, 15 people, they say, we believe these are more valuable, which are written in bold. They are more valuable, and we need to focus on that to work collectively in a continuous improvement environment. So this is the Agile Manifesto. And throughout the Scrum process, you see, if you can relate, if you can think over, you can relate everything to this manifesto. And I will let you know how you can relate. Now, question. Any single word you are not able to understand, we can discuss this. Okay. Then they also give not only these four, this manifesto, they also talk about the 12 principles. Okay. You can go to this website whenever you have time. You can read these principle in detail. But what I did, they are two-line sentences. What I did, I actually created in 12 in this manner. So the first principle is satisfy customer. So no matter what is your customer is not satisfied, that is the first thing. Basically, you need, as agile focuses, they said customer need to be fully satisfied, the work delivered. Harness changes. So basically, change is not your enemy. Harness change, basically, welcome the change, but in a disciplined way. How disciplined way, we will discuss when we talk about the sprint. Deliver frequently. This is third point, is one of the most important. It is saying deliver as frequently as you can, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every day, every 1 week, and review with the customer. Okay, so that you know what needs to be changed. There is no surprises for the end. Work together daily. So daily, and work together with whom? As a team and as a customer. Who is the customer representative in your team? Product owner. Motivated individual. Team needs to be motivated. Uh, we cannot achieve anything without the motivated team. Face-to-face conversation. So now many people can debate that this is not possible in today's distributed work, and that's why there are many tools, video tools are available. Uh, when they say face-to-face conversation and work together daily, this doesn't mean in today's world. At that point of time, when they actually written this manifesto and principle, it was literally basically the team has to be co-located. And for many years, team and employee were struggling to have a co-location team. And actually, frankly speaking, there is a value to have the team at the same location. But as we know, reality is different. Uh, Distributed team are reality. And that's why now we have so many tools, Zooms, Teams, Google Meet, many Jira, and Miro, whiteboard. Many things are there which you can use to achieve uh, near same experience is face-to-face conversation. Major working software. So the only major is basically here working software, no other major. Basically, they are not interested how many defect you find, how many number of line of code you have written, what are their review comment, what is your automation penetration. They can be good numbers, but that cannot be measure of success. The only measure of success is software. Sustained pace. This is basically uh, agile is not a big fan of uh, um, a heroic uh, uh, how do I say, kind of that in a one sprint you deliver uh, a lot, and next sprint your performance go down. That is something is not uh, recommended, and that is not appreciated in this environment, because that will not have the work-life balance. That will also not have a sustained pace. Predictability will be less, because if you in this sprint you deliver uh, five module and or five items. In next iteration you only deliver one item, that there is no way that customer can predict that what he can get in after 6 months, because he cannot have that kind of understanding. And as a team you will also not able to predict that what. So it talk about the sustained pace. uh, you need to deliver every sprint on sprint these many items, and that is the only way to keep the team motivated as well. uh, Technical excellence. So technical excellence is in the heart of the agile. When it's technical excellence, so basically there is no. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure. Okay. There is no way that you can. In our case, we are from the testing industry. The test automation is one thing. No matter architects. So basically, you need to have the best of the best architect, because if you do not have, then you cannot achieve the deliver frequently. If you do not have the technical excellence, satisfy customer is also not uh, a possibility. If you do not have the technical excellence, you cannot change harness change more frequently. If you do not have a technical excellence, uh, working software may not be the reality for every sprint. So technical excellence is the core of the agile philosophy. Keep it simple. So basically, it is again, um, don't make your life too complicated by too many reportings, too many stuff, complicated reporting, and if you see the complete agile setup, it talks very common sense. Okay, the problem is that common sense is very uncommon, and we talk about the Scrum in Scrum as well. Self-organizing team. So here they are talking about if you see in the agile setup, there is nothing called project manager. There is a line manager. Line manager different. Project manager is different. If you see in many of your team, there is no role called product manager. There is project manager. There are role as Scrum Master, product owner, and believe and remember they are not your project manager. However, in many industry, many organization, and many divisions, the project manager roles are still available, because there is a fatigue of the traditional way of working. So I'm not debating and that why they are there. But if you see the Scrum setup, there is no. They say the team itself can actually organize themselves. And that's why when we talk about the Scrum, these fundamental things will I will recover, come to this slide and the previous slide and say that how Scrum is basically adopting all these things. Reflect, tune, and adjust. This is very simple. It is make sure that at a very regular interval, you reflect team as a team, you reflect upon your shortcomings or your good points and adjust accordingly. Uh, Something is not working, something is working well. Why something is not working? What is then what we can do better in next uh, uh, in next sprint, and that is also very important to discuss. So that's uh, uh, about the 12 principle. Um, Maybe I shamelessly, if you need to know more about this, let me see if that I have there. What you can do at during the COVID time, I have don't know whether that book is agile. Okay. Okay. So at some point of time, I have written this book. Okay. I'd say around 58-page book. And I will see that how can I make it available. I will try to look 2020. I discuss all these principles in very detailed. Okay. And why this agile is become more relevant in the times of COVID. Uh, Sorry for the seamless promotion of my book, but that can be good. I will see that how can you download it without making any money. I don't know whether they will ask what to do. Let me see. Okay, but I will give you this detail as well. Okay, any questions on this before I move to next topic? Any questions on software development manifesto, agile manifesto, and the 12 principle? Okay. Now, yesterday I talked about the agile umbrella. So, as I'm saying, agile is not a methodology. Agile itself is not a framework. People talk about the agile framework, they use this is all agile methodology, they all are basically a, in a true sense they are not, they are very popular agile methodology. I guess every second person will start speaking, and sometime I am also guilty of using the word agile framework and agile methodology. While agile is a mindset, it's a culture, and within the agile umbrella you have Scrum framework, Lean methods, Kanban methods, extreme programming. This is all the framework, and there are many more. I have written some, and these are the techniques basically. These are the software development techniques like FDD, TDD, BDD. All these are techniques. So agile, within the agile umbrella, and there may be a next thing as well. There may be a anything which is missing here. So agile is a mindset where all these, if you remember the myth where we talk about is agile equal to Scrum? No, you cannot use at all Scrum word and you can be agile. You can be fully Kanban. You can work in a Kanban style. You can work in a XP style, and you can be agile. You can use the EDD techniques and agile. You can use the behavioral driven development and can be agile. You can use the FDD and you can be agile. And you do not use anything of that, you can still be agile. Okay, so that's to just to make you understand that agile is not a very narrow approach. It's more about the culture and mindset change. Okay, I guess now we come to the next. This is an important topic.